Alright, home. We're just about to leave. We got 4 unit complexes around the corner from us, which is good, nice and close to home. Then we got gutter clean that we clean every year at a bowls club. And then we're gonna head up and do a black wall, which everybody probably want to watch because you can't use chlorine on a black wall, otherwise you're gonna bleed the tint out of the wall and you're going to damage the wall. So come and have a look what we do with that one. So on the job we got 1 unit there, a 2-story, 2-story and 2-story is there, and then they've got a whole bunch of this sitting up the top there. So we're just going to downstream the whole lot, soak it all up, let it dwell. And that'll be it for this job. So, nice and easy. Take a couple of hours. So let's get stuck into it. So when you go to unit complexes, you got to watch out because normally every unit has their own tap, but then in a complex this size, block of 4, there's normally a communal tap, and it's normally somewhere around where the bins are kept. So this is where the bins get kept, and there's a communal tap which is on the body corporate money scheme of things. So you always want to tap into that because you don't want somebody to come out and start getting angry at you because you washed down the whole complex with their water and it's on their bill. So we got that one all hooked up, and we're going to pull the hose back around to the other side, go as far as we can go on one point, and then work our way back, and then travel through this one to go down the other side as well. Okay, you would have just seen a little time lapse of me testing this out. So I downstreamed all this upper soffit here, testing that black stuff out. 1% is not going to be enough to remove that, so downstreaming is out on this job. I thought it'd be nice and quick just downstreaming it and hitting with the 8 gallon. So now it's a shame, but we're gonna have to use the 24 volt soft wash. It's a shame, no noise, it's quiet, and I can still shoot up to the top. So either way, I'll show you. Okay, so over there it's cleaned it real nice. There's still a little bit left on the gutter. Over here it's just started to go. You can see where some of the drip marks are in the middle of the soffit there. And then over here you can see those drip marks a lot better, where it's cleaned it but it hasn't removed the rest of it. So I would think if you hit that at a 2% mix, that should just lift straight off that. Over here it hasn't even moved it whatsoever. Over there it's done the same thing. Wherever it's pulled up, it's lifted. So we'll hit it with a bit of soap. We'll hit it with a bit of soap because that's one thing downstream, you can't hit it with soap. So we're going to hit it with a bit of soap, and might need to do like a double downstream where you have double barb and you can pull soap and chlorine. That'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll just hit this with the soft wash, go through, hit it with 2%, heavy soap, knock all that over on SAS, and then we'll move around to the back. So we've already wound up the other hose. We're just gonna pull out the other one and away we go. As you can see, I've just pulled out the hose and I'm halfway across the front here. And Let's put this on the ground. You can see I've only just sprayed that with 2%, and the difference is crazy. Like, it's already gone off the guttering, off the speed there, and over there where I haven't sprayed yet. It's just melting straight off. So the difference between 1 and 2% is quite dramatic sometimes. Sometimes all you need is to bump it up 0.5%, 1%, to get the result that's required to finish the job. Like, you don't always have to go and burn it with hot stuff. But you'll learn that over time as you're doing jobs. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's a 5% all day long, that's a 3% all day long. And then you'll come to winter and you're like, 3%'s not touching that. You might have to go to 6 because it's winter, it's a bit colder. Temperature different. So you just got to learn bits and pieces as you go along. Winter's always a different kettle of fish because everything's colder, everything's damp. Just look at that, that's all gone off the top there. And get all that gutter up there. Splash it up there nice and heavy. Just let it drip down the building. Now what I'll do is I'll rinse all this out because it's early still. It's 8:30 in the morning. But we don't want anybody to walk out and get drips over them. These gone to work, these gone to work. I think they might be still asleep in their unit. So we'll go through, we'll flush all this side, we'll sneak around the back. What we'll do is we'll soap from this corner all the way around to the back, let it dwell, and we'll come back and rinse that so the hose is still at the back there, and then we'll duck around this side. So this whole unit complex is not going to take too long because we're only downstreaming the outside. It's pretty quick, pretty simple if you know what you're doing. Probably about 2 hours work here, about half an hour each unit. If you're going to do it without the 24 volt and you're doing it with a 5.5, so if you're doing this with a 5.5, you probably want to allow an extra 15 minutes per unit just for rinsing purposes. Spraying the chemical up there will be the same as the 24 volt. The 24 volts probably just spraying twice the volume up there, which that's all nice and white now. That's really just mint. So we'll go back through and flush that. We'll flush that really quick, but you'll want to just make sure you're getting over top of these doors first. That timber there, I'm not too worried about. It's pretty sealed up with paint, and 2% doesn't really, normally it doesn't hurt timber. If timber is aged and it doesn't have a full paint layer on it, you'll see it bleeding. So all the tannins will start running out of the timber. So you just got to watch that as well. If you are worried about those timber posts, then pre-wet them. Because if you pre-wet them, the tannins are going to come out anyway. If you pre-wet them and then you hit them with chlorine, then it's diluted as you go. So we're gonna run the chemical out of this line, and then we're gonna rinse right across the front here and then duck out the back. Okay, so 24 volt did the job. I could do it with a 5.5, but I don't own a 5.5 anymore. I haven't had a 5.5 for a year. I might get the Super 8 as a backup and have that on the back side of my truck. So I might put a Super 8 on this side, and then when my 16 comes in a couple of weeks, then that 10 gallon will be going and the 16 will be going in that place. We'll be getting a new one of them later as well. So I'll run my Super 8 off that one and my 16 off the top. So, and mainly I'll use, well, if the Super 8 is as strong as the 10 gallon, then I think I need a bigger water tank. You know, I might even need to adapt a trailer with a 1,000 litre water tank and drag it onto bigger sites, but we'll deal with that problem when it comes. So all this is nice and clean, all finished right across the front here. So all 3 units done right across there. So we're just going to zip across the ends. The ends are super easy, probably take me 10 minutes to do an end. So 20 more minutes to do them, and then the back there, well, let's go out and have a look. So we're not doing any of the pathways in here, just doing the building. So we've got little overhang in here, but we'll spray all that from here. And then what we'll end up doing is, because we don't want to get in the center unit, we're just we'll get the platform ladder, we'll put it in the corner here. So we'll take this clothesline down. Get the platform ladder, we'll spray to that corner, and then from that side we can spray up into that in-cove. So we'll spray that wall from here, because we'll hit that easy with the 24 volt. And then we'll spray all the back here, nice and easy. Again, there is a window open over there, but it's got a little awning on top, so it's not too bad. Yeah, nice, easy, quick, just the way I like it. Quick and easy job. The only downside today is I'll be finished this one early. I'll go to my gutter cleaning job. We finished that one early. I'll probably have to go find something to clean. I do have a roof down the road that I want to take a video on. The shop, there's a mower shop that just moved out of there, and it's pretty nasty roof I want to take a video of. I might go do that before I leave here. And then I can't get to the last house until 3 o'clock, because that's when she gets home, and she wants to be there when I do it, because it's a black wall, and I've already told her that there could be problems. So wait until that one, but let's get going. So we're at the leapfrog. We've got the platform ladder on the other side. We've got the ladder on this side, just to get into this little pocket, because there is a 1.5 meter drop on that side of the fence. But just get up in here. This was all black, pretty nasty. So we just hit it with the 2%, and it's all melted off. We're just wetting everything, keeping everything wet. Got some fresh down here, so just wet. So the idea is, when you're doing this, the key component is, because you've just finished rinsing another wall, you're jumping into here, you're switching over the chemicals. You still got a little bit of water in your line, so you got at least 30 seconds of water in your line. So then you come through and just drench those gardens, and then soak everything up, change it back over the chemicals like I did, and then just flood them really good. All these fruit trees, just wet them down all good. It's pretty good because it's been raining all morning, so it's not that bad. And then we just get up here and we just soak everything down. Keep it all wet. Make sure there's nothing dripping from that awning down onto the vegetables. So you can see that little bit of stain coming out there, but coming up with dry clean. So you get that bit of everything. We also got a phone call before from the cleaning company that's doing the Defence Force housing that we've started. Waiting to hear back if we won the contract on the second stage, which is like 17 houses, which is going to be really good money. He's starting to feed us little bits of work, so that's excellent. Extra work coming through. But we're not doing the front unit now because these are individually owned and managed by one person, and he only wants to clean the townhouses, so that's fine. We just got to clean the back side here and the end and then we're done. We're finished. So let's get into that. So we just sprayed this one with 9%. Difference you see straight away, it's all white and foamy. And around here that's been hit with 6, there's pretty much nothing. It's got a little bit discolored, but nothing's happening like 9%. So these are terracotta tiles. They're a lot harder to clean. I do not like walking on them at all, because they can be very brittle. Yeah, so we just finished. That one's been sprayed at 6%. This one's been sprayed with 9. We're gonna leave it for a day or two and come back and see the difference. I don't think we're gonna get much in that because history tells me 6% doesn't do anything to these roofs. You need heavy soap and 9%. Where you can see the lichen on this roof, it's already started to turn snow white. So it's already doing more work than the 6%. But this is a test for you guys. I already know the 9% is going to work, and we'll leave it as that. As you can see, the 6% on the left hand side, 9% on the right hand side. It's already starting. That's pretty bad. That's half clean. All the lichen has gone snow white, so you can tell the big difference. And 6% is probably a big difference when you look at the back roof and it's still black. So there's a little bit of difference there. With the amount of chemical you would waste, spraying 6% on that a couple of times would not be worth the trouble. Alright guys, we're at local bowls club. Their roof is pretty non-existent. I'm hoping to score that repaint when they want to do that, because there's next to nothing there. So we take care of the gutters here because there's a lot of trees, big trees in the background. So we clean out all their gutters and stuff annually. So what we're going to start to do is we're going to start not working the weekends, and we're going to duck out and like clean up all the curbings one weekend. So we're going to start coming out and servicing our commercial clients and just doing a little bit extra. Not trying to do major stuff, but just clean up their car parks, clean a little bit on the walkways, and just sneak in and just take care of things just so that we stay top of mind. And then when they want something done next time, they want to wash down the building or something, we're the first people that they call. Because we deliver on service. I understand they probably don't have too much money because it's a bowls club. They got a lot of overheads, they got a lot of lawn and stuff they got to take care of. So do little things for the community, but it goes a long way, because you don't know how many people are in this club. There could be 100, 300 people, and if they all know about you and all start talking about you, then you start getting every single one of their houses. And that's where doing something little like that, people might not see that as little. That might take me 2-3 hours to clean up, but then I might score 50 houses off the whole people in the complex. So you got to understand, sometimes it's give and take with a business, but it's about building something that's going to last years and years and years, and you want people to talk about you, because the last thing you want to do is pay $50,000, $100,000 in marketing every single year until you die, because you don't want to do that. You want to get to a point in your business that people are just talking about you, and you can go, right, I can quote that job $50 less than I normally do, because I'm not paying for a lead anymore. And I got enough work and enough phone calls coming in where maybe I can put another truck on the road and turn over 50 to 100,000 on that truck, and I'm not even doing the work. So this is where we want to go future wise. You know, potentially we could have 2-3 trucks on the road, and then when my son gets old enough, then he starts managing all the trucks, and then I'm out doing management, door knocking, and building more reputability. So we're looking for the long-term game. We're not after the short-term game. We're not after the big bucks right away. We want customers that are going to stay with us for 10, 20, 30 years. So that's what we want. We want to take care of the first house, the second house, the third house. And we want to be the people that they call every single time they want something done. So that's what I'm starting. I'm not just starting the $99 guy down the road that can't survive his business for 1 year because he can't charge enough money. We're going to charge enough money to make money, but we want to be in their doorstep. So what we're going to do today is we're going to back down here. We're just going to take care of their little shed. They got a whole bunch of little trees and stuff growing out of there. They didn't ask me to do it, but I'm doing this for a second time. So once people start calling me back twice, I start taking care of them. They're part of the family. You know, I could easily charge $400 to clean that roof, clean all the gutters out. But I want to take photos, and I'll talk to the guy and say, hey, we just cleaned that back shed out the back there, and let him know that we took care of him and we didn't charge him any extra money. So that's what we're going to do here, because I guarantee these gutters are going to have next to nothing in it anyway. So, but it's the idea of maintenance. You want to maintain those gutters, check them. And then if they want to do that, then I'm going to take care of them. So we're going to get into this job. We just finished that set of units. And like I can just see it's a whole bunch of twigs just up in that gutter there. So we'll pull all them out and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. I can't film too much of that because there's not much room on that roof, but we'll get this one done. I just made another video on my channel about a hot roof, so jump in and watch that one. All right guys, so we wasted about an hour on the phone, had a little business meeting with a designer about some logos and stuff for the Aussie Wash page. I'll put a section up on the screen here. That's the Aussie Wash group. Anybody can join. There's no garbage in there. We're all here to help, train, develop, and improve the quality of washing in Australia, and to help people get the knowledge to stop people from damaging properties and stuff, which in return helps us guys out, because we don't have to have that conversation with the customer saying, oh, the last guy that was here did this and this. So we're trying to improve. I take a lot of that off Mike Andes, where he's trying to improve the mowing industry, where I'm just trying to do a little bit for the washing community. So if you just want to jump onto the Aussie Wash page, go for it. If you start talking crap in there, we'll get rid of you real fast, because we're in here to help people. You can ask silly questions in there. A lot of those, just research. It might be already asked that question. So jump in there. What I'm doing, we just designed a logo for stickers and stuff if people want to buy them later on. We're looking to make some shirts for that, but we'll have that coming. We're going to order some polyester shirts so you can use them to wash in. So you could actually order those shirts with your logos on it, with maybe just Aussie Wash on the side of it or something like that as a part logo. So we're working on that. That'll probably come a little bit later down the track, but we're working on that. But yeah, we just finished blowing out the gutters on that one. We're just going to do this one. I'm just going to film this side of the roof, and we'll move on to the last job, which is pretty simple, but it's a black roof. So we'll see how that goes. Man, that was a couple of little fig trees and gum trees in there. Made the shed a bit dirty. I'll blast that off. So I'll bring you up here. See, this is going to cost them a lot of money because they don't pay to get it done. It's a little shed. It's probably not in their warehouse, but have a look. So smack bang under big trees. You got all this over here. You got the gutter falling off there. It's probably been hit by a branch, I would say. And you got this big fig tree that's been growing in there for quite a while. So I'll take a photo of that before I take it out. Take a photo of the roof, and that way I can use that as marketing material. It's the one thing about a fig tree. It's got a nice big root base. And the roots, they just grow right along the gutter. But we'll put him down there to die somewhere maybe. And we're gonna blast all this off. So it was nice and easy. Probably took me about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Gotta watch the roof, a bit slippery still. That is nice and clean, all flushed out. And then we'll just give a quick rinse to the sled. And we're out of here. We'll head up and do that black wall. Probably take us about 20 minutes to do that wall as the last job, and then done for the day. This is what I was talking about, guys. The secretary popped in just to check up on what was going on because he knew the gutters we hadn't done. He's not my point of contact, but he also didn't know that we do line marking. He also didn't know that we did roof painting. So they're just about to get a quote for the roof. So we'll end up getting that because we do a cheaper competitive price to other people. And I mainly do that. I still make money off it, which is good. But I do that for my customers just so they don't get ripped off. But then I get the ongoing work of cleaning the roofs. So, and I got the machine to do it. I got the knowledge to do it, so that's why I do it. And line marking, I told them to do it real cheap. Probably do about $1,000 for the whole car park. It would probably cost them more than that. It would cost me probably $300 of material and about an hour, 2 hours labour. By the time I blow out the car park and then spray the lines, it's pretty good money. So I'm still going to make some money, not going to make a killing, but I keep in the frame of mind. They know me, they like me, they trust me. So all because we just cleaned that little thing. He's been looking at that for the last year, and that tree's been growing out of there for quite longer than that. So last time we cleaned that, and they didn't want to clean that because they didn't have the budget for it. So we just did it for free, and this is what pays off. Now we get the quote. 2 other jobs. Might not get them this year, but we'll definitely get them next year because they're already saving money for those services. So we'll send them a quote. That way they know the cost, and then they can just knock me out whenever they want. So that's what happens. So we got the black walls here. Got a little bit of bat poo and drop-ins on them. Up there you can see the little stains. So we're going to hit that with soap and degreaser. We just hit this with a bit of chlorine. We'll just run it out. So we've just got soap and water in the line now. So that's just going to clean that section off, and then come over here and we'll just flush the roof out, flush the garage, and get rid of the stuff off the top of the tank there. So guys, that includes our day, just doing that. There was a little spot clean due to the big tree that was overhanging. We cleaned the garage and cleaned top of the tank with a bit of bits and pieces because of the bats eating all the fruit. Because she's got an open house on Friday for that one, so 2 days away. So So she just wanted to do a fresh cleaning, and she'll take care of it for the next 2 days before the house cleaning. But that's us today. See what we're up to tomorrow. We've got a couple of little jobs and a gutter clean, so we'll vlog that, chuck it in here, and then we'll launch it up. If you like it in the content, could you jump on, just subscribe for me, share it out if you want, up to you guys. Let's see what tomorrow brings.